Hey man, March 6th can't come soon enough. We're gonna show the community what defense can do, man.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. And I got a feeling we'll see plenty of them here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, without question. I mean, if this game has taught us anything over the last few years, over the years in general, it's there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
Looking at the starting five for USA. They've got Zion Williamson. Trae Young is out there with Ja Morant. And there's Jackson, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Loads it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Young, and he makes good on the layup.
And we haven't seen very much of him in the regular season yet, but there's no question he's got a very bright future ahead of him.
I agree with all of that. Even with limited playing time, his talent has been evident, and that talent is strong enough to have earned him a spot in this game. And that says a lot considering he doesn't play a bunch for his team.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Team World. 6-point game.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
And that one's good, Williamson.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Barrett inside the 3-point line. Team World with a fresh shot clock. Williamson looking it over. Pass to Young. From deep. And it's USA in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. A night none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic, just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for USA, they've got Sexton. Ante Graham is out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Pascal in at center, locking down the middle. Can't cash in from close range.
You're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Just 5 on the clock. From deep 3-point range, and it's Wagner with the rebound. Team World trails by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. They get the rebound. Mikhailuk, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Sexton. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And USA making a change here. Williamson is checked in for Eric Paschal. Miles Bridges comes in for Sexton. Morant, he's checked in for Devontae Graham. And Trae Young subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. That one drops. He ties it up.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding.
Doncic against Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 8 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. USA leads by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. The Rising Stars Challenge already proving to be a favorite this weekend. Kenny and Shaq are here. I'm Ernie Johnson. Well, guys, in a contest like the Rising Stars game, where these players have free reign to cut loose, and it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
Doncic out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Barrett. And it's Hachimura in at the 4-man position. And for USA, they've got Ja Morant. Jackson is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Young, and it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Patton coming off the assist from Young. Bridges has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:22 left in the third quarter. Doncic kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clark the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer is right on target. 5 points in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Clark into the lane. And slam dunk by Clark.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for USA. Trailing by 2. From outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Young's got 11 points.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Barrett. Good ball movement here by Team World. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Clark. And Clark is right there. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Here's Young. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. USA ahead. They're up by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
We've got Doncic. R.J. Barrett is out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Okogie in at the 4 spot. It's blocked.
Even though he's not the tallest power forward, Washington does have good bounce and a long reach. Plays bigger than he is.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for USA.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers. Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. Sexton against Barrett. To the inside. Washington. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Washington's got his first bucket of the night. There at the pass to Okogie. Sexton for 3. Frames it from downtown.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
To the paint. Wagner finds Doncic. Here's Okogie. Doncic outside. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out, and they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride it.
And USA making a change here. Zion Williamson's checked in for Eric Pascal. Bridges comes in for Colin Sexton. Morant, he's checked in for Kendrick Nunn. Young is subbed in for Devontae Green. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Offensive rebound, and now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And Team World calls time here. They're trailing by 4. 20 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
A platoon swap here for Team World. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
And Team World calls time here. They're behind by 6. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, you know, I think Washington's ability to play inside and outside is going to keep him around the league for a long time. I think he's actually got stardom in his future.
passes it to Alexander Walker. Cans the three. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm